Here comes the nasty gram.
Send a priest to save my soul, forget it.
Welcome back to the Nasty Gram D&D podcast, Halloween Spectacular 2024. This is Firehouse of Aberations, Part 2.
It's the poison to the heart of a cynic.
We see the exterior of the house. Where the door was is just brick. The two open doors are gone. Those long pillars that frame the entire outside of the house, and then two windows on the second floor. As the camera sort of zooms out, it almost looks like rows of teeth as we see the house from a distance. Inside, in that main hall, we see our heroes looking both ways down the hall with no exit in sight. And the 4 sets of armor missing. Welcome back to the Nastygram Spooky Halloween D&D special. I'll be your caretaker.
Oh, God. Steward.
I buttle.
This is Ryan. I'm playing a musket wielded by Annabelle Wren.
This is Devin, and I'm playing Johan Rye of Rye's Provisions, independently owned and operated since about 3 years ago.
Congratulations.
What happened 3 years ago?
There was a change of management.
Hey, guys, this is John. I am playing Locke, and he's going to start his stand-up career going to kitchens and yeah.
What's good, fam? Matt. I will be playing Colton Braith, the delicious smelling cut barbarian.
I just went to a Ren fair and they had the turkey legs, and you basically are a giant turkey leg right now.
Yeah. His leg definitely has that golden roast color.
Immediately regretted the turkey leg, by the way.
Because you oil up.
Yeah.
Would not recommend.
No.
Very dry.
It's so gross. It's like a salt lick.
Yeah.
All right. We're in the house. A couple of you are looking a little banged up. I think Johan has a crippled hand. Locke has a big gash across their chest, and Colton has turkey leg.
Yeah. Roasted turkey leg.
And of course, the ranged fighter has not been hurt at all.
Of course.
We can fix that.
All right. What are you guys doing?
Well, isn't that quite a pickle?
What, you got a pickle?
No, it's a turn of phrase, Colton.
Colton turns around.
The lack of doors is quite alarming.
There's many doors, just none to the X. None to the
There's a door right here, and Colton just opens
nice.
the door.
What door do you open?
Trophy room?
Roll a D6, yeah.
Trophy room.
Trophy room.
Yeah, as
room.
I say, he opens up a door, and there's a smell of like animal musk.
The trophy room. Every empty space on the walls of this room is occupied by the head of an animal or a monster. The rug is an enormous owl bear. Around the room are several full-size taxidermied creatures, including a few humanoids.
As soon as Annabelle sees this, she just wanders in and starts looking around.
As you wander in, above the fireplace mantle, you see a gorgeous-looking musket.
A Locke kind of does the pokes his head into the door, or pokes their head into the door.
Oh, dear Lord, look at that.
I don't think this is a very good idea, Annabelle. I think you should get out of there, Annabelle. Get out of there right now.
You take the musket off.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Colton slowly
Rolling
closing
it.
the door. It was nice knowing her.
It was quite.
Click.
The door is closed. You're closed into the room. There are a few of those lantern sconces lit in here, so you can see. But
Right.
suddenly, with the hallway door closed, the shadows of these beasts is just kind of thrown long across the
y'all,
floor.
it's pretty dark in here. There might be some treasure under the owlbear rug.
I don't think it's quite worth it.
Like a secret passage, maybe.
I'd rather not fight
I
a
think-
huge owlbear rug thing.
I think I see an exit.
Colton
I
cracks the door.
roll deception.
Roll deception.
Was it flat?
Annabelle's actually got a decent charisma.
It's still a 6 though.
I got a 7 or 8. You are absolutely full of it, Annabelle.
It's a secret door. I use my skills to find it.
Why don't you come out into the hallway and we'll discuss
I'll
this?
backpedal my way to the hallway, but there are some really good trophies in here.
I wouldn't be surprised if there were
Annabelle,
secret
that
doors.
My goodness.
that musket is essentially +1 to hit. Master crafted was the old rule.
I'm sure they're fine trophies, but on our way out, you can peruse the trophies. But I don't think the masters of the house would lay their vault within their.
Trophy room. What are treasures besides trophies?
Well, a trophy room is where you go with your other rich friends and show off all of the captured and tied down creatures that you shot through the head as your servants held them down.
Wait, what now?
Got a PETA guy over here.
You seem to know quite a bit about this.
Well, I've been on quite a few safaris myself, but it's neither here nor there. I think the bedroom, or maybe if you find a study or something of that nature, I think that's more likely where we're going to find a vault.
That is sound. Right this way. And Rye will stride over and find it's like a single door opens into a study.
All right.
He follows, maybe there's the smell of tobacco smoke that he
Yeah,
recognizes.
I like that. The study, it's hard to tell how big it is because the room inspires a feeling of claustrophobia. There are piles of books, taller than most of you, everywhere. It's like a hoarder's den. There's narrow paths between the stacks of books. As you guys kind of make your way in, it's almost like a labyrinth. There's such narrow little paths, and they just kind of snake around to different areas. Like they very intentionally. One might go to a little writing desk. Another goes to a line of shelves against the wall.
Locke's fingers kind of trace some of the books, and they're like, now this is a treasure
Is
trove.
worthless.
Y'all must be crazy. You rather be in here with these claustrophobic book piles than that beautiful room with all those dead animals?
The amount of knowledge here, just pure knowledge, untold.
Besides thousands of books just stacked up and making these paths, there is a writing desk, and then one of the paths leads to a set of wooden bookshelves that cover one wall, but they are empty, except on the top shelf, you can see that there is one book.
Locke heads over to the writing desk and sees what is on there.
Okay.
Anything written or...
What's everyone else doing?
Colton is standing by the door of the study, sort of half in the room and half in the hallway, leaning on his flail under his left arm, and he's got his mace in the other, and he spins wildly behind him, swinging the mace.
At the air.
The
Yeah.
invisible horseman.
Look,
That's a nat 20.
A nat 20. All right. We'll get to that.
look, poor Colton can't even fit in the room with those big, broad shoulders. Can't even fit between these book stacks.
Is there light in here?
Broad shoulders.
There is. Yeah, there's some candelabras, like standing candelabras that are lit.
Sort of in the faint light, maybe underneath one of these candelabras, Johann drops his bag He has one hand in his pocket, his right hand in his pocket.
What's the other one doing?
The other one is opening the flap of this bag and reaching inside. And he grabs something and he starts pulling out. But he just like keeps walking back and walking back and walking back. And out of this bag, he pulls a ladder.
Okay. And you're leaning it up against the bookshelf, I assume?
Yep. It takes it takes an act, sort of a feat of sleight of hand to do it with only one hand and make it look casual.
I had told Devin that he could use his crafting thing.
Yeah, my fast crafting ability.
One time because I knew there wouldn't be any long rests. And he actually sent me an Instagram at the beginning of the game that said he had a long ladder. So
That's sick.
Yeah, he actually did pre-plan this. And I had rules here. I was going to have someone make an athletics check to try to get up there. But no need.
Oh, man.
And what is Annabelle doing?
Just watching Colton swing that.
Okay, you're just watching Colton. Yep.
There you go. You make room.
Yeah, as he spins the like burned pants, you just catch the glimpse of a perfectly cut glute just peek out from underneath the singed pants as he spins with this maul just swinging behind him.
John.
Yep.
You search that writing desk. The writing desk is covered with just kind of loose papers. There's some spilled vials of ink. And then right in the middle, sitting on top of these papers, is a leather-bound journal. It has one of those locking clasps on the front of it. It is locked.
Locke kind of runs their fingers across the lock. Interesting. And picks up the journal, kind of spins it in their hand.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
You're pulling that ladder out. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw?
18 on the die for 24.
It's tough to maneuver this giant ladder with all these stacks of books, but you manage to avoid like knocking them all over. You know, I mean, it's like a 10-foot ladder, right? Imagine trying to maneuver that in a room full of stacked up books.
I am a trained carpenter and consummate thief.
Yeah, it's quite impressive that you managed to do that. But you lean it up against that shelf and you climb up there to get the book.
Yep. And I do have a climb speed as well.
All right.
So it's very, very easy. I don't even use my other hand.
Cool.
Still in your
I like
pocket.
it.
Yeah, my left hand is at my dagger.
You go up and you grab that book. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Colton, you turn around quickly and swing that flail, and it hits nothing, but it slams into the floor of the hallway, and it breaks apart some of the wooden floorboards. And as the floorboards break apart, the edges of the wood look fleshy. And you see a hole in the ground that just descends into the darkness. And you see a ladder leading down. You have found the secret room.
I found a journal. It doesn't quite have. He's like checking if there's like drawers. He's checking the drawers to see if there's any key or whatever.
Colton's just standing in the hallway, standing in the doorway, looking back towards the hallway with his head looking towards the ground. I found a butt.
My goodness, you found the manor's butthole.
But what are you talking about? And Locke kind of puts the journal under their arm and walks over.
Colton's his flail just made this fleshy butthole in the.
I swung for the invisible horseman and I missed and I hit him I hit the house in his butt.
You know, sometimes poetry just comes to you in the most bizarre places. He takes out a piece of paper and just writes down what you said, and then folds it and then puts it away.
You make a song about that?
There will be a song. Dearest Rye, have you fetched the book on the
just pause for a second. I'm sending Devin an Instagram.
Ooh, God,
I haven't sent it yet.
I'm gonna drop something in the butthole. Just to see.
Annabelle, 1 second.
I just want to see how deep it is.
And I'm going to cast light on
Oh, even better.
What you're going to drop.
Why is the floor like the stove and the chair?
I think this whole building is a creature.
I told you we should have burned the whole thing down.
You know what? You were probably right. But if we burn it down, we would be inside of it. And
We'd
we
have
would
to get
probably
out,
burn
yeah.
alive.
And then
Wait.
we tried when we tried to get out.
We're
yeah.
inside.
Your chest feels itchy. You look down and you see this sort of like scab forming over that cut. But the scab looks almost like crystal. And pause right there.
Odd.
Sorry, I should have pre-written this.
I don't think any kind of solve is going to fix that.
We'll need to see a
Really?
cleric or something.
Colin, you think you could smash those stones on his chest?
No smashing the stones on my chest.
Yeah.
Quite now. Just
Are those
stay your mace.
are those valuable?
I don't believe so.
It looks like rock
I mean,
candy.
what are chest crystals worth? You want
Does
to take a bite?
does it taste
No,
good?
No. You will not bite my chest crystals.
Just maybe a
Colton.
lick, maybe like
Just,
maybe a
just
little lick.
a little
You will
lick.
not
And
lick.
Colton,
You
Colton
will-
sticks out his tongue and just gives you like a licking motion.
Devin, you pick up the book.
Oh my! How long is your tongue?
It's 2.5 inches.
You flip to a random page, and that is what you read.
Locke goes, you know what? Yes. A simple lick. And Locke holds their chest out for you to lick it.
The cover, the title of the book is The Ecology of the Formless Horror. And that is the passage that you read.
Colton licks Locke's chest.
We've been flirting over here.
All right. We were talking about how, like, you know, all the girls are into like the fantasy porn novels.
Yeah, we're
so
getting
are
it.
we really just trying to, are we
Yeah.
pandering?
I'm
All right.
trying to get us increased listeners. Yes. Does it taste like rock candy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Goes in for a second lick.
Ooh.
Oh,
Is that
it's
good?
good.
Devin,
You mind
you-
if I have a lick too?
as you're reading the book,
It's
you
on
look
my
at
chest.
at your
Love?
mangled hand, and you see that it almost looks like charcoal.
You are sweet.
I am that.
Blackened.
I usually have to pay extra for this kind of treatment. But fellas, gentlemen, lady, we have a task. Maybe afterwards we can celebrate with a good lick.
Oh, yeah. That makes that. Focus on the
You
job.
can lick to your heart's content, dear Colton.
Oh, okay.
Locke, you're feeling pretty good about that. Take inspiration.
Rye, my dear.
Rye's standing at the top of a ladder, which is leaned up against a bookshelf.
There's some sweat on
You can-
Locke's brow.
If you turn, yeah,
The
we-
rest of you are at the door,
Yeah.
the door to the hall, and but you can see Locke because the ladder is above the rows of stacks of books. You know, he's across the room, but he's up high on this ladder, and
Johan.
he has this book open and he's reading it. Oh, I'm sorry, Johan.
Johan, we're all having fun without you.
Yeah, you want to get in on this, or maybe get in the hole?
He's
Or
looking
both.
He's looking at his hand. He has the book in one hand and then this like blackened charcoal, like motionless, paralyzed hand. And he's like contemplating, he's licking his lips, his eyes, he's thinking.
Hey,
He snaps the book shut and puts it in his pocket. He
Some
spins
typos
around
there,
and
but
huh?
just realized some typos there.
That's okay. I understood. And he slides down the ladder, and you hear these boots clunk on the ground.
And Johan, I might need your
tongue.
well, maybe, but your delicate fingers to perhaps pick a lock on this journal.
Of course, yes.
I've heard you've been deft before.
I'm quite proficient. I could say I was a locksmith in a
I had
previous life.
I had a cousin that was deaf.
Yes. And he's
Locke hands you the
It's
leather bound journal.
It's impressive that you can hear what we're saying. He couldn't hear what I said.
Oh, bless your heart.
kind
He
of
looks down at his chest.
kind of ruining the moment.
Rye is looking at Colton's leg. He looks up. He sees Locke's chest. He thinks about his hand. Give me a bit of light, please, my good friend, and I will have at this book.
Annabelle has an object in their hand. I'm about to throw it into the...
Here, I'll
But it has
hold
light
this
on
over here. Here you go.
Where are you guys?
At the door.
Okay.
Like looking at the hole.
It's probably
Having a lick fest.
This will work better if I have a surface to put the object down on. Perhaps the desk.
Oh, yes. Me and Locke and Johan go to the writing desk and
Okay, with
sets it down.
one hand, he reaches into his pocket and he produces this little bundle, and he unties it, pulls a little string, and then again with just his left hand, he spreads out and opens this bundle. There's all these little intricate little tools.
No need to challenge yourself, Johan.
He
One-handed.
Yeah.
he swirls his fingers around and picks one out, very deftly slides it out of its holder, and leans over. He says, "Now I must have absolute quiet." And he starts attempting to use his thieves' tools to disable this lock.
Give me a check.
Colton swings wildly in the hallway.
In the hall. Oh, you're in the hallway.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing.
13.
13. The lock pops open.
Just
Ever
like
the
that.
showman.
He replaces the tool and he folds up the bundle again.
I missed again.
No more secret doors.
Keep at it, my boy. You'll get him eventually.
Locke grabs the journal. And,
Flip to a random page, or
yeah, random page.
you flip the book open, and you know how like AI art, the words are like a weird jumble.
Yeah.
That's what you see on the page. You see a weird jumble of not quite words.
Like
And
the
at
"Are you
first-
a robot" thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at first you're like, oh, what language is this? Is it arcane? And you're looking at it, you're trying to figure it out, and you're like, this is nothing. It's just nothing. And as you're looking, you see the letters start to move. They kind of start to pool together, and the ink kind of pools together into these little circles, into 4 little circles. And then those little circles open, and they're eyes. And then the book bites you.
Nice.
You take 8 damage.
Okay.
Roll initiative, everyone.
It was 8 damage?
Correct.
Oh, that's much better. 23. Ooh.
20.
Colton's already.
Oh, shit.
I mean, he just swing that maul in the hallway. He's already in fighting.
Annabelle? And Johan?
17.
Oh my gosh.
21 for Johan.
Okay. And any switcheroos?
You got a 20 there.
20, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
watch out there, Locke.
I feel like alertness is really good for the fighter classes to let the buffers go before them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you make the wizard go first so they can haste you.
Defer.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a better version of hold initiative.
Watch your fingers there, chap.
Matt is first. So the book closes on your hands, and you feel teeth dig into your flesh.
Get this thing
And
off
then
me.
you see, because the book is closed now on your hands, you see across the spine of the book, eyes open. The rest of you see this, but then you see those stacks of books around the room, and along the spines of all of them, you see eyes begin to open. You see teeth grow on the pages as all of the books come to life.
Oh.
This is a swarm.
I told you this room was more dangerous.
I'm not rolling individually for every book.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Matt?
So Colton is in the hallway.
Uh-huh.
How far into the room is everybody else?
They're like almost on the other side of the room, and there's swarm. These things are starting to move.
Oh,
but-
I didn't go back to the desk.
Okay.
I'm over with Colin.
So, as usual, Annabelle and Colton are outside the room, and Johan and Locke are inside the room. like at the desk. So kind of across the room with a, cloud of books between the two of you.
Oh, you should get out. You should get out. You should get out. I'm not going in there. And at the door, Colton's just going to swing his maul into this swarm to try to open up a space for you guys to like make your way out of the room. I don't necessarily know if it would be an attack action, more of like a help to help.
You can assist if you want.
Yeah,
you can use it as an assist.
He wants to assist them in getting out, just swing through them to break the swarm apart.
Yeah, don't like roll anything or whatever. We'll see what they do and then how that can be applicable. Locke is next.
This thing is clamped on my hand, I assume.
Yep.
Locke probably can't cast any spells because he needs.
You can cast. You can cast. Yeah. You got at least one free hand.
Locke will close their eyes and start to whisper in the air in a language you guys don't understand. And I'm going to cast Distant Whispers on the swarm. They have to make a Wisdom saving throw. DC 15.
Okay.
In books, there is wisdom.
Fail.
Nice. Not very wise.
Give them advantage because they're books.
So they take 10 psychic damage.
Okay.
And must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far away from me using the safest route.
Okay, that's very bad for Colton and Annabelle. Because they kind of occupy the entire room. So what I'm going to say is that they're going to move into the hallway. Okay. So they literally like fly, like these books, like, take wing, like open up and fly. And as they do this, you see there are eyes across the spines. And then on the ends of the book, there's teeth. And they also sprout these long purple tongues. And this swarm of books, like a swarm of bats almost, quickly rushes into the hallway where the two of you are. Suddenly the study is nearly empty.
They didn't lick his chest with their long purple tongues. That is a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
After casting, it's an illusion spell, or enchantment spell. Sorry, I'm going to use my beguiling magic, and they have to make a DC 15 wisdom. Yeah,
made it. I rolled a 20.
Right, never mind. Uses that. That was my action. My bonus action. I'm gonna. As soon as I do that, I realize where they're going. I say, "Colton, watch out!" I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration,
which gives them temporary hit points.
No,
it doesn't.
No.
Oh. I thought that was your class feature that you also gave temporary hit points.
No, I think this might have been the other one. And that's my turn.
All right, Devin.
So this room is lit. Is there any candles, lanterns?
Yeah, I said there was a couple candelabras.
Okay.
Large, like floor-mounted ones.
He looks over to Locke. He says, "You do not want these things to bite you." Now,
it's a little late for that, isn't it, Johan?
Think fast. We're looking for the vault. And with my bonus action, I'm going to use my fast hands. I reach into my bag and I pull out a bottle of liquor. And I just like drop it onto the ground.
Okay.
And then as my action with my foot, I will tip over a candelabra to fall into the liquor on the floor.
All right. I'll call it 3d6 fire damage. They can save for half.
Okay.
I made the save.
That is 8, so 4.
But they're going to take 8 because they're going to take double.
And then with my movement, I sort of I judge how big the fire will grow, but keep myself close to the fire to keep the books away from me.
Oh, burning books now, huh?
Wow.
Nice. 17. Annabelle, all of a sudden you're surrounded by a swarm of flying bat-like books. You're in it.
How far away am I from I'm going to try to jump in the butthole.
You don't know how deep it is. There is a ladder.
There's a ladder. I'm gonna, yeah.
Okay.
I have acrobatics. So I'm gonna jump into the butthole and
Okay.
grab the ladder. That's my
Awesome. All right. Yeah,
so I'm
give
gonna-
me an acrobatics
yeah.
check.
Yeah. Let's use this. That'd be a 10.
Are you using lucky?
I am using. Well, no, I was using
Or
my bardic inspiration.
Oh, right.
I got a
That's a
6, so 16.
10 plus. Oh, you didn't
Yeah.
roll a 10. You had a 10.
Yeah, I had my bardic inspiration for it. No. Is that good enough?
It's good enough to jump in and grab the ladder.
Yeah.
Not good enough to get away from them.
Fair enough.
So you're you're a little more safe.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to disengage?
I'm gonna jump in, grab the ladder, and I do have a hand free, so I will. I'll use my pistol.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
13.
That's
It's a miss.
a miss. And then Ryan and Matt, can you guys both give me let's call it Constitution saves. Ryan, I'll give you advantage because you're kind of on the outside because you kind of started to disengage.
17.
17 will make it.
6.
6 will not make it.
No, thank
It worked.
you. Yeah.
Okay. So you're both going to take half because wait, you're not raging.
I'm not raging.
All right, you're going to take 30, and
Whoa.
and Ryan, you're going to take 15.
Okay.
The pen is mightier.
Just a 1,000 nicks of teeth as these things swarm around you. Does that you're still up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was back to full.
Yeah. You got how many hit points do you have?
I have 40 with his temp,
Jesus Christ. Okay.
but I'm down to 10 now.
Yep. Yeah. Barbarian meat shield.
It's fun.
Yeah. You're in the middle of this thing as these things are just whipping all around you.
He's just sitting there with his maul just
Yep.
swinging it around
Well,
wildly.
it is your turn. You want to? Yeah, it's your turn.
He's going to break for the butthole.
Okay.
He's going to make a dive for it and try to belly crawl into it.
If that's all you're doing, you don't have to roll anything.
Yeah,
you
that's-
just disengage.
yeah,
essentially,
disengaging and getting the
head
fuck
down
out
the
of
butthole.
He's gonna yell, "Go with a hole!"
Okay, you get into the hole. Lock.
Between Locke and the hole, is it a swarm?
Yep. The swarm is above the hole essentially because the hole is in the hallway.
Oh my god, I'm
Oh,
imagining
but
like
what? I'm sorry. On its turn, did it get another save or something?
No, that just happens once.
All right, that's just
Yeah.
instantaneous.
just like a swarm of bees floating over a pond of water that somebody's hiding underneath, just
Yeah.
waiting for them to pop back up.
If I move and use my action disengage, can I get to the hole with 30 feet? You can say no.
You have to move into it. So I'm going to say
I can get to it, but I can't get
yeah,
in.
you'd have to move into the swarm. So it's not really a disengage. You could get through it, but you will take some damage.
Could you move and take the dodge action?
How about this? I will move close to it. I'll use my telekinesis to try to push it back enough
okay,
to move
sure.
down.
Is that a save or anything?
Yep, strength save of DC 14. So they get kind of, the swarm gets like
Cool.
pushed back as this.
I imagine it's just like the area where you're walking, like
Yeah.
you like part it like water, you
Yeah.
know, like and make a hole around the hole.
You hear a hum coming from the loot, even though I'm not playing it.
Cool.
And it kind of pushes, and
And
he looks back to,
get in the hole.
Johan, hurry up now, and then jumps in the hole.
Johan is right at your heels.
Yep.
He is very fleet of foot.
Following.
Yes.
All right. You all get into the hole, and I think that's a cool way to conclude the encounter. So you all start making your way down, and the books, you can hear them flapping above you, but they don't come down. They eventually actually, you move down far enough, you're just out of sight, out of sound, so you can't hear it.
Can we cut back and see them all like rearranging themselves on the
Yeah.
bookshelves?
100%.
Awesome.
You see them all going back into stacks on the ground and kind of closing and those tongues kind of getting retracted back and the eyes close and they just look like books again.
That fire, that alcohol that was on fire burns off and it becomes dimly lit again.
And you're all in a tunnel that goes straight down, is completely dark. And I assume you cast a light, right, Locke?
Yeah.
So there's this sort
I
of
give it to
torch
whoever's the lowest person.
Yeah, and you're making your way down this ladder.
Annabelle, let me be the first to say, you were right and I was wrong. Mea culpa.
Devin, do you have that book?
I do.
Okay.
It is. I have.
you're
I have
sweet.
this big pocket in the inside of my coat where I can keep stuff like that.
Pocket of holding, like it.
Onward and downward.
This is hard on one leg.
Matt, your leg feels weird. Your injured leg. You look down and you kind of flex that muscle again, and with the light spell, you see a glint of metal.
Does it still look cut?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it does.
like you know in X-Men, like Colossus.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. It looks like that.
Sick. He's not. That looks dope.
No,
You just hear him let out this. Oh,
Locke kind of sees you and sees that. It also says, ooh. But then goes, looks back at his chest and goes, I think I have a feeling about what is about to happen.
Rye raises an eyebrow at Locke.
you couldn't be more esoteric about that.
I believe the oven that you so handily defeated, I believe you're going to become it if we don't leave this place. And I, a beautiful chandelier, which is quite a fitting end, to be quite honest, but I wish to live a little bit longer.
Ryan, you're at the bottom.
Yeah.
All right. Keep talking.
Yeah, I think, I mean, you'd make a beautiful chandelier, but I see more as a piano, maybe?
Well, maybe I can go back up and have the piano
the
take
piano.
a nibble out of me.
Ryan, make an athletics check.
Okay. Oh. 18.
Oh, you
I have
champion.
Yeah, I'm a champion.
gets disadvantage. Gets advantage. Sorry. You're making your way down, and your foot slips. You manage to grab yourself and not fall, but you look down and you see that the ring, not ring, the part of the ladder,
Rung?
the rung of the ladder, is gone. And then you look at the one you're holding in your hand, and it retracts, it disappears into the ladder, and the ladder starts to move, starts to wiggle. You all feel this. Can everyone else also give me athletics checks?
Would acrobatics be appropriate for this?
Climb. It's climbing.
I have a climb speed.
Ooh.
So I do it ascend with a climb speed. I do not need to make an ability check
You're
in
good.
order to climb.
You're good.
Okay. I start sliding down the thing. I wrap it around my forearm.
How you doing over there, Matt?
Colton with his
Is that a one?
slightly metallicized leg rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
And is having a difficult time managing this spaghetti ladder.
All right. And Locke, how did you do?
With my strength of 8 and a negative 1 with my jack of all trades, I have 0 athletics. I rolled a 16.
Nice.
Damn. All right. The ladder's trying to knock you all off.
Succeeded.
Every time you succeed, you get lower, and the damage from falling gets lower. But if you fail, you fall off. Matt, you don't have to play this game
Bye-bye.
anymore. John, you avoid the most damage. So you guys, 3 of you got through the first. Devin, you don't have to play this game either. When you said you had a climb speed, I was like, "Oh shit, that's really cool. That'll be handy."
This is
What
literally
gives you a climb speed?
second story work. It is my rogue ability. My thief ability.
They made that subclass much better. It used to be like no one ever takes it.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
At higher
Matt, can I
levels, I
sneak
can
in sixes?
I can
absolutely.
I can
How many do you
activate
need? A few more?
magic items and
One more?
scrolls and wands and things like that I normally wouldn't be able to.
You take 25 damage.
Sweet. That takes the last of my 10.
Yeah.
Actually, probably works. I mean, so long as I don't break one of my legs and I have zero,
Zero
movement.
movement? Yeah.
Well, why don't you roll a d20 for me?
14.
That's good. I mean, good in that it's not
A leg.
It's not a leg.
Don't tell me I messed up my face. Unless it knocks my jaw back. And then
Roll a d6.
It's his tailbone.
1.
Damn it. -1 con.
Okay.
It's a stomach wound.
His abs.
You land.
Beautiful abs.
Yeah, well, you hit the ground at the bottom of this natural rocky bottom that you hit. And how do you hurt your stomach? It's a tricky one.
Jagged rock.
I have an idea.
Leg would make more sense. Just break a leg.
A little rusty nail at the bottom.
No, I think the flail was on his back and the maul was tucked in on his belt. And when he fell and like he was kind of trying to twist like a cat to try to like catch himself. But the way he twisted, that maul moved underneath him. So the bottom of the maul was the first thing that hit the ground, and the pointy end of it just jams right up into his rib, and just you can hear from the ground, you can hear 2 ribs just fucking shatter inside of his chest, and he just lets out a
with that new con, just adjust your max hit points. It's going to be 4 less.
Yep.
The Annabelle and Locke give me athletics checks again. And Devin, what are you doing?
At this point, I have now looped my leg around this thing as my weight is sort
you
of
could just
pulling
use the
me down.
natural rock as well.
Yeah. Well, he only has that one hand.
Yes.
So I think he feels this thing. Maybe it's sort of like elastic, or his weight is pulling him down and slowing him down. And he's getting ready to jump off when he sees the ground.
Okay.
He heard Colton yell out, so he has an approximate idea of how far he is from the bottom.
Annabelle?
16.
Good.
13.
And Locke? 13 is good. All right.
Oh, nice.
Roll again.
Chin up, chaps.
Roll a 1.
17.
17
Good
is
time
good.
to roll a 1.
Ryan, give me one more roll.
Last one is a 12.
All right. 12 is the DC, so you make it to the bottom. Wow. John? That sucks. 11.
Still up.
You hit the ground pretty hard. Right next. You land on Colton.
If I fell, I was going to try to make an acrobatic check.
That knocked the wind out of me.
Devin, you get
Shakes
down. You jump down when
The
you get
boots
close
click onto the ground, and he straightens his jacket.
enough. And then Annabelle gets to the bottom, wrestling that ladder.
Dear Colton, are you all right?
The ladder slithers out of view, up, leaving you all in this hole.
I should have brought both ladders.
That's quite inconvenient for you.
Devin, what was your train of thought when you're like, I've got a climb speed, but I'm going to bring a ladder? Just a real team player.
Listen,
Just a real team
I
player.
need to maintain the air of perhaps I was inspecting the outside of the window frames for damage, and perhaps I could offer my services. But now that we're inside, it's like, all right, we're going to be, cat's out of the bag once he pulled the pistol out.
Yeah. All right. You're in a hole. The ladder is gone. There's a little light mote of light floating above Annabelle.
Is there like a tunnel or?
Yes. Yeah, there's just kind of a dark tunnel
Well, let's hope there's a way out for
snaking
you
its
all.
way through the...
Get up, old boy. And Johan will reach and offer Colton a hand to get up.
He takes it, struggles to his feet using that flail as a crutch. He now only stands 6 feet tall because he's hunched over, like favoring one side.
If I had something for you, I would offer it to you. Pat you on the shoulder and turns and starts walking.
I don't like this house anymore.
Keep up.
I don't care if this magic chickens.
Stay close. Perhaps there's something to help you along the way.
Yeah, I hope it's close.
We still need those broad shoulders of yours and those biceps.
Yeah.
You make your way through this natural-looking rock tunnel. It kind of snakes, curves, moves up and down a little bit, but it eventually opens up into a cavern that's maybe about 30 feet wide.
Annabelle, hold that up.
You can kind of barely see to the edges of the cavern. In the center of this cavern is a treasure chest. It is almost as big as your wagon.
Oh my.
Shoot it.
A very astute observation.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit.
Slow down, my friend.
All right, if you want to go up to it, you can.
I'm not saying anything of
Okay.
the like.
I can shoot it then. I mean, if it's a treasure chest, nothing's going to happen.
If all things are a pattern in this horrible place, I think Colton's observation and suggestion are quite
pretty,
apt.
yeah, it's pretty spot on.
We are no longer in the house.
Are you so sure about that?
I shoot the treasure chest.
I'm going to give you guys a surprise round. Ryan, you're shooting the treasure chest.
That's 17.
All right, that'll hit. Devin, what is Johan doing?
Well, Johan sees the gun come out again. He says, "Oh well." I want to take a bet. I want to take a better shot.
A better shot. Okay.
I see maybe on the front there's some sort of locking mechanism.
Okay.
You know, before I was a locksmith, I did some lockpicking in other ways. Found it was quite crude, but he closes one eye. He aims down the barrel for a 19. Shoot the
That'll
chest.
hit. You go ahead and you roll damage. What did you get?
I did 8.
8. And Locke, what are you doing?
Locke sees this all start to unfold, and they take a mirror like out from their pack and shatter it, and it breaks apart, and then 3 other locks show up in place in a kind of mirror image.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
And then as part of that, I'm going to spend my last bardic inspiration and see if this works. I'm going to use my my beguiling magic. So the chest needs to make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw.
Do you address the chest?
I rolled a 17.
Damn it. Okay. He says, he whispers, "Open for us." But nothing happens.
Hold on that. Devin, what did you do for damage?
Did 22 points of damage.
22.
Nice.
And Matt, you're too far away with your half movement to get there and attack. But if you want, you can use your surprise round to get to it and rage.
Yeah, I think I'll do
All right.
that.
You limp towards it.
Yeah, he uses the flail as like all of this magic just kind of like rips past him. He just like is hobbling
towards it. Meanwhile, Johan and Annabelle are just take shots into this thing, and you hear Locke say, "Open for us," and then the chest opens. These eyes across the top of it open, and then the top of the chest opens, and you see rows and rows of teeth inside, and this long purple tongue slithers out, and it's a mimic.
Of course it is.
Nice.
Another mimic?
This whole house is a fucking mimic.
That's the name of the game.
Yep, I love it. It's awesome. Oh, initiative. Ooh,
Initiative.
20.
God damn it.
Oh, this is great. It's not even concentration.
7.
Sick.
Blur is not concentration.
Mirror image isn't.
Oh, mirror image, right.
Yeah.
What did everyone get? Matt?
7.
7.
20 for Locke.
20 for Locke. Johan?
Metal
21 for Johan.
21 for Johan.
Yeah, every time I cast something with illusion or enchantment, I can make basically cast charm or frightened on something.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's, yeah.
Oh, like
But you have to use
an extra effect.
Yeah, but I have to use a bardic inspiration for it.
Initiative, Annabelle.
21.
You must not have much gas in the tank, I'm guessing.
I got 2 level 2s.
Oh,
left.
okay. You got the good ones.
Yeah. well, my level 2s are not really offensive though.
Oh, yeah. You
Well, they
can
are
upcast
offensive.
level 1. So.
Yeah.
So we got 21, 21, 27, 7. The second 7 being the mimic. Anyone switching?
I'm not swapping. I say, allow me.
Matt,
this time,
what
Locke.
is your dexterity?
2.
Plus
14.
2?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to go before the mimic. So Ryan and Devin, do you both have 18s?
Yes.
All right. What are you guys doing?
I think we're shooting it again. Yeah.
There's simultaneous
Yeah.
clicking and latching, and then
Yep.
another round of
Another
shots.
round of
Yeah.
volley.
I
It's loud.
actually
It echoes through this cavern.
I get advantage because of my Vex on the pistol.
And as it echoes through the cavern, the walls, the floor, the entire cavern shakes.
21 to hit.
That lasts for an hour. The
Oh, nice.
Bardic Inspiration
And I can use it on anything, right?
on any D20. Yeah.
Devin, what
I
did you
got
get?
a 14.
14 to hit.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
This blasted thing.
Take better aim, Johan.
A lot of dice rolling
Let's
over
see.
there.
10, 12 damage.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
13. I used one of my magic bullets.
You did. Okay.
Yes.
So the extra D6 as well.
That was yep.
Yep. Okay.
That was included.
Yeah. It rips into the wooden boards of this giant treasure chest and breaks a piece of it off, which immediately turns to flesh. And Locke, you're up.
Johan has taken a step back.
Sorry. What's the upcast for this? 1d6. He'll whisper again in the celestial and send distant whispers at level 2 towards the mimic.
Okay.
So wisdom saving throw of DC 15.
Failed.
Okay.
What does that do?
It must use this reaction and move as far away from me as possible.
Okay.
And it takes 46 psychic. 16 psychic damage.
Ooh. It can't move much further because
Actually-
you guys were pretty far, but it moves to the far end of the cavern. Yeah.
Before, I keep forgetting all these things I have. As a bonus action, before I did that,
Okay.
after, I'm not going to, it's 2 damage, whatever. After I do that, Locke kind of starts to float in the air. Do I want to use that one?
Activating your Asimir thing.
Yeah. Because the other one is... Yeah. He starts to float. They start to float in the air. The 3 mirror images alongside and these dark gray-black wings spread out from their back. Kind of a purplish shimmer in them as they fly and they take their angelic form.
Sick.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shit.
Without the
Angelica
accent.
Houston?
Yeah.
No, is that who you
Angela
Angela
Bassett.
Bassett.
Much different.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
That's
All
my
right.
turn.
Matt, you go before it.
Sweet.
It moved back, but there isn't enough room for it. I mean, you're still within 15 feet of it.
Okay.
So there's not enough room for it to escape you. But it did kind of retreat.
So Colton is raging. You can see that air vibrating around him, and he's going to step forward with his damaged leg first, kind of falling off that flail, and he's going to use that flail and all of his body weight to just swing it around recklessly and come down.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That'll hit.
5, 7, that is 13 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And it's going to take the sap trait, so disadvantage against me, so it'll be a flat roll.
Flat roll to hit you. Okay. It has 2 things. So it's going to attack you.
I think the
rolled
first one is disadvantage, the other is is
the other one's not going to be against you, but the attack against you did hit.
Okay.
So I rolled a 16. 15 damage, halved because it's piercing.
Oh my.
Word.
7. Or is it round up or down?
Always round down.
Or no, so 7. So yeah, it bites you like the
The treasure tries to bite too.
I'm tired of this shit.
And then that
Ovens, books and boxes.
that long purple tongue whips out and hits Annabelle. Annabelle, can you give me a strength check? Strength save.
No, 5.
I'm tired of this motherfucking furniture in this motherfucking house.
Yes.
All right, so this tongue whips out and it grabs you, and it sticks to your flesh, and it starts pulling you towards it. It knocks you to the ground and starts pulling you across the floor. Because Locke pushed it back, it's too far to get you into its mouth this turn, but its mouth is open and it's pulling you in. Mm-hmm. Devin looks disgusted over there. And it's your turn, Ryan.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna. Yeah. Let's. I'm gonna try to kill this thing before it tries to eat me. So let's use my last lucky. Which is good because I critted.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'll let you figure out that damage.
Yeah.
While I go to what Johan is doing.
Again, there is a strand of something attached to a living thing, and it's a test of skill. That's all it is.
Love it.
Yeah, he sees that Annabelle has turned and blasted this thing, and it's so
just like the reins of the horse.
So crude. A more precise approach. And he takes aim. He closes one eye. He holds that pistol up, takes a shot. I also crit.
Nice.
Oh, awesome.
We need that.
Do I
noon.
Do I have to reroll a damage die?
No, it's optional.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
I mean, I think
too
you
short of
can
max.
because you don't have to take it. I think you can choose.
I only got a 1 on the magic bullet, though. I forget.
All right there, Cassidy.
It's 50? Is it 51? Am I doing that right? Or no?
34, 38, 39, 40 even, I think.
The little reticle turns into a skull as it goes over the tongue.
You're right. Yeah. All right. 40 damage.
Yep.
Wow.
And
31.
holy shit.
Simultaneously.
Yes.
Because you both have the same initiative and same dex. So I will let you guys know either one of those attacks would have killed it. It had 28 hit points left.
Locke is ready to
Yeah, you just
magnificently
you just
cast
finished
this
powering up.
thunder wave. He pulls his loot around and then and the thing flops over.
So, Annabelle, you're struggling. It's because it's pulling you in. You're constantly moving. You're struggling to get your rifle lined up. One of the tongue is like around one arm, around your waist, and it just keeps pulling your arm down.
Yeah, it's got one. It's got my leg and the tongue. I put my other leg across that one, and then set it there.
All of a sudden, you hear that pistol, and the tautness of that tongue, the tension just lets go as the tongue is shot off of this creature. And then as soon as that happens, you're able to stabilize yourself, and right into that open maw, you fire one of these magic bullets, and it just blasts a hole through the back of the mimic, killing it.
Nice.
Well,
the room shakes.
You look fabulous, old chap.
did it all worth it? All four of the Locks put their hands to their chest.
Oh, and you, of course, and you.
Wait, that's it.
I don't think so. I'm reloading my pistol.
Yo, but that was the chest, right?
Locke flies over to the mimic and
Okay.
Tries to.
It's open. It still looks kind of a little bit like a chest, but fleshy. You can see where parts of it, it's slowly turning just to this amorphous blob of flesh, but you can see parts of it are still wood and metal.
Colton's just poking at it with his
And
flail.
then inside it, you see a bunch of gems and gold, like some silver goblets, some random items. And you go to pick up one of the coins, and it's like a little skin tag. It's attached to it. It's fake. And you pick up another one, and it's real. They're kind of mixed in there. There's some real treasure mixed in with the parts that are just flesh in disguise.
Right, you got like a ladle or something we can scoop those with? I don't want to touch the fleshy ones. It's kind of gross.
I think we need to speed this up. Grab all the coins you can and all the gems and see if we can get out of here.
Start filling your bags with all the stuff inside.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there a loot in there?
Yes.
That one's mine. And Locke flies down. And just at the end of the 1 minute that he has of wings, floats to the ground. The wings dissipate, and he picks up the loot.
I think it's got a musket ball in it. Sorry.
Nope, it's fine.
No. That's a bit of rubble. And he kind of flicks off the dirt and starts picking at it. Now he's like kind of ignoring the fact that the whole place is coming down around.
Devin, you see a very nice hat.
Does it have a big floppy brim?
It does.
Oh, fantastic. I pick it up. I discard my old hat and I take the other one and I plop it on my head.
Awesome. You guys get the fuck out of there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You make your way back to where the ladder was, which is gone now.
Keep up, Colton.
And you have to get up. I don't know how you're getting up there. How long can you fly?
A minute. And it's once a long rest.
You take a long rest.
Yeah, we all sleep down here.
Wait.
What could go wrong?
Well, it seems our ladder is gone. Maybe there is a tunnel exit, or there must have been another way up.
Right, you have a ladder, right?
Colton
Rye is
thinking
looking
back
through
to
his
how
bag.
The rock walls are undulating.
I was going to say, Colton thinking back to how he found this room, he swings at the wall. He probably missed the wall. 15.
You hit the wall and a piece of rock falls off. But then you see like a crack in the stone. You see blood kind of seeping out of the crack in the stone.
I think it's like upstairs.
Well, let's bash our way out. Yes, Colton, bash our way out. Sometimes Braun is right. And he'll start like casting like starry wisp at the wall and
Cantrips.
yeah.
How wide is this little tunnel where the passage down where the ladder was?
Not very. Just a few feet.
Colton just keeps swinging.
Hold on, big man. If you could.
Nope. Swinging.
I step away for a moment.
It's a natural 14, 21 to hit the wall.
Knock off another chunk of rock.
Perhaps I could ask you to give me a boost. There's perhaps I could help us get out of this place lickety-split. He steps back again as you swing.
19 to hit the wall.
Colton, I think our friend Johan is quite adept at climbing out of things. So maybe just boost him up to the hole and maybe he can get up and scamper up and find a rope or something.
He pulls out from his bag like a length of rope from my burglar's pack, and I hang it around my chest, like across my chest, and he points up. Please, if you would, I don't want to waste any more time.
Interlock his fingers and kneel down and kind of give you the boost up.
He is very light, and you lift him up, and he just he bounces off of your.
He
hands.
probably accidentally cheerleader throws you up, thinking you're heavier, just like he tries to.
Yep.
You grab that rock tunnel and start pulling yourself up.
Yep. He has one hand, and then he'll put his feet against the wall. It's usually him going down a chimney when he's doing this, but now he is climbing up back
All right.
against the wall, foot over foot, and he's using the hand to grab a handhold wherever he can.
You climb to the top, and what are you doing?
My head just pokes out of the butt.
Your head pokes out of the butt into the hallway, and you look down that hall, and those arched ceilings, those ribbed ceilings, the whole thing is sort of undulating, like you're in the inside of a throat. You can see like a sort of glow in the walls. You see that purple carpet on the floor slithering and writhing around.
He stops breathing just for a moment, and he just takes all of it in. He's looking around. He's much more serious now. He's not as mirthful. Is there anything to affix this rope to?
Yeah, you could tie it around one of the sconces, or you could open the door to the study. Yeah, you can affix it to something.
Okay. I pop myself up and I fix it, doing my best rope tying with one hand. And then I drop the rope down and move into an area of darkness very quietly.
And hide and wait?
Yes.
All right.
While he was climbing, Locke goes over to Colton. I don't know if this is going to do anything, but it makes sense. And puts his hand and starts to glow like a purple on your, like where your wound is. And
The chest wound or the leg wound?
The chest wound.
So fucked up.
and I'm going to use my healing hands.
Your healing hands, yeah. Well, I mean, you were down a lot, right? How many hit points are you at?
I have 27 right now, so I'm only down like.
But
topping them off is definitely good because
thematically.
Yeah. It won't get rid of the injuries, but I mean, you can still heal them. You can still top them off.
Probably gets
3.
Yeah.
Gets rid of the wheeze, maybe at the very least.
A little bit of
Annabelle hasn't been hit, right?
energy.
Oh, I have. I'll take I'll take this chance to do a second wind. Yeah.
All right.
Which will give me 10 back.
Thank you.
The rope drops down and you all climb up, I assume?
Yeah.
All right. Roll 4 times each. No, I'm just kidding. You all get up to the top and you see that same scene that I described to Johan. The hallway is a throat. You're in it. It's moving. Every once in a while, the entire hallway will sort of like tighten a little bit, like a ripple goes down it, like it's swallowing.
Oh, this is fucked.
You look down to where the door was and you see just the faintest crease in the wall, with like some light shining through, like a closed mouth almost.
Sugar? Make this house vomit us out.
Oh, okay. Colton limps over to the side of the room and he starts pulling down his pants to take a shit in the corner of the room. Just kind of looking at all of you, slightly confused, but also beginning to concentrate.
I like where this is going.
Okay. I'm getting
is that a con
gram.
save or
I'm getting a nasty gram. Hold on, this looks important.
I mean, that sounds like a nasty gram
Rolling
too.
it up pretty tight.
Roll up that blunt.
Jake, you want this?
Yeah, let's see.
This is definitely not going to work. But Locke doesn't really know, like, it's the house. So they kind of like put their hand on like the wall and like a sconce. And they go, just let us leave, please. I'm going to cast Calm Emotions on the house.
Do you address the house?
Mm-hmm. Please, house, we mean you no further harm. Just allow us. We're your friends. We're not your
You know what?
enemies.
So tell you you cast calm emotions. Give me a diplomacy check.
Okay.
Yours doing this is Colton has one arm on like a side table in the room and one arm braced up against the wall, and he's just.
There's no persuasion.
Oh yeah, persuasion.
Use a point of luck. 18. Yeah, I mean, calm emotions is creature becomes indifferent about creatures of your choice that it's hostile towards, but it has to fail a charisma saving throw.
What's the DC?
15.
15. Colton, you take a big shit.
Ooh.
And
He's
then
been constipated.
the door at the end of the hall opens.
Hop two.
I did it!
Pull your pants up. Colton, your pants up. Let's go. We only have so much time.
Does he have to though? I mean,
I will never tell.
why don't you just
I will
waddle,
never tell which one of you did
it?
that happen.
Go.
just waddle on down,
where-
handsome. Just waddle on down.
Johan, where are you? Johan?
Where's Johan?
Johan was waiting for that
Turtlehead?
rug that he saw to like sort of patrol away, and then
The rug is down the entire center of the hallway.
oh,
Yeah, it goes from one end to the other.
and there's no armor there.
No armor.
So they're those little cubbies,
Mm.
and it's just a shot of the darkness. And as that door opens, there's just this shadow that moves from one cubby to another, very gingerly tiptoeing along the side of the carpet.
Everyone, give me either a dexterity saving throw to avoid the carpet, the floor is lava, on your way down the hall and out the door, or a strength saving throw to just run straight down the hallway and out the door.
Could I use my stealth as I am not among the group?
I'll give you advantage.
Okay, on the deck save.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a point of luck.
Yeah. Good call.
Thank God.
Oh, yeah. 23.
19.
I got a 19 on the dice
19.
as well.
I got a 21.
23, 21, 19, 19.
I
Yeah,
got
I'm gonna-
27 is my
Okay.
total as
I'm gonna
my
say-
expertise.
Colton's rage was still
Cool.
going after trying to fire that log out. So. We get advantage on that.
Everyone
strength.
did dex except Colton, I assume.
Yeah.
I was going to straight up kill one of you.
Nice.
Just swallowed by the house.
Smothered.
Three of you avoid the carpet, seeing that it's clearly turned into a giant tongue. Annabelle, you remember how sticky that tongue was. Colton, you just run down and you feel your feet sticking. It's like walking on molasses or something. But you just power through it.
He feels
keep
it come
going.
up and like hit him in the ass, and then it immediately retracts because he didn't have time to wipe.
My God, Locke, look at those glutes move.
And every step is like running through water. It's hard, but you all and the other three of you just stay along the edge and avoid that carpet, even though occasionally it kind of wiggles and writhes towards you. And you all get out that front door. And Colton, you're the last one out. And as you pull your foot up out of that slimy tongue and make your way out the front door, onto the lawn, you turn and you see those pillars are just rows of teeth, and the whole front of the house closes in. Luckily, not with you inside of it.
Sick.
And
Part
then
of me is inside.
the windows on the second floor turn into eyes. They all start to open. And that maw with those pillars opens as well, except where you see the rooms inside, like a dollhouse being opened up, you also see just pink fleshy bits everywhere. Roll initiative.
Oh,
no.
You don't have to fight it. You can run. Just saying.
Finally, a good one. 20.
19.
21.
19.
20, 19, 21, 19. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
19, 19, 20, 21.
Yep.
And the house got a 5. Johan.
I believe it's time for us to make quite a hasty exit, Johan.
Way ahead of you, old chap. And Johan is going to move 30 feet.
Okay.
He is going to take the dash action.
Yep.
Another 30 feet.
Yep.
And then
You're at the wagon.
another use my fast hands, fast hand, and grab the reins of the horse and start, kicking them as I'm
Awesome.
still climbing
Yep.
up onto
Jumping
the cart.
onto the driver's seat.
Yep.
Okay. You're there. John,
Yep.
Lock.
Locke is right on their heels, and I'll double move to the
Double move gets you to the wagon.
Yep.
Yep. All right. I went out of initiative by accident, but that's okay.
Fine.
We can do that. Are you going in the wagon, on the wagon, or
in the wagon?
okay? Annabelle,
Shotgun.
yeah, up on top next to Johan.
Yeah.
All right, you hop up there, literally yell shotgun and grab your musket. Colton, you're running, but you're slow.
He's not running. He's
hobbling.
He's hobbling as fast as he can.
As fast as you can. Unfortunately, your leg hurts. It's burnt, so you don't get to the wagon this turn. You, in fact, only go 30 feet.
Yep.
I'm assuming you double move.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
Colton, hurry up, Colton. Hop to.
It's a house. How can the house chase us?
It's got quite a long tongue.
As you say that, that rug, that purple rug tongue whips out and tries to grab you. Does a 15 hit?
No. 16 AC.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
The tongue misses. And then you see the foundation start to pull up, and you see these purple, fleshy legs pull out of the ground like roots, and the whole house starts moving towards you.
Oh.
Okay.
I was wrong.
What's the movement speed of the house?
The movement speed of the house is indeterminate. It is a chase scene.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
I love these.
Wait.
Swing around to get Colton.
Devin, what are you doing?
Gods be damned. He takes out the pistol and fires a shot. He's aiming for the eye of that
Awesome.
of that mimic.
Roll to hit.
I'm going to take aim as I stand up. I put one leg is standing up on my cart has this nice little like bow piece that sort of goes and that has this like little candy curl, and his foot is up there like Captain Morgan, and he takes aim, closes one eye. That hat sort of magically the floppiness lifts so he can see. That is askew. That is a 21 to hit the house.
That's a hit.
22 points of damage.
Ooh, nice. You shoot one of those eyes and it closes. The light, like the lantern light from inside, like dims. And the eye shuts very tight.
He thinks of the irony of him closing one eye to shoot the pistol.
Colton, this thing is right behind you. The house is right behind you. You're about 20 feet from the wagon.
Colton will double move
Okay.
to get into the wagon.
So I think you can disengage and then do a move action, right?
Yes. As an action, you can disengage.
Without getting attacked. So yeah, you can avoid being attacked. So you limp to the wagon.
Yeah, you see all three of Colton's legs swinging as fast as they can to get into the wagon.
Climb up on top of it.
Majestic.
And Ryan, Annabelle.
I say to the house, you keep your tongue off of my man. And 21 to hit.
That's a hit. Now you guys are rolling high to hit.
Yeah. Yep.
Against the fucking house.
Yeah, what's the AC of a
Right.
house?
Couldn't hit a broadside of a bar.
9, 6, let's see, 14, 19.
19 damage?
19 damage.
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, you get a good shot right into that open mouth. Knock one of those teeth off. Locke.
Locke had the door. Well, I guess I don't know, Colton. If you probably went inside of the cab, or did you try to climb up on top?
No, he probably dove into whatever opening
Like
was.
Locke had the door like propped open as
Yeah.
you hop in, and just throws a hand out and does throws a starry wisp at the other eye. Take a shot at 17 to hit.
17 is a hit.
And this little light wisp streaks toward the eye. I do 7 radiant damage, and it burns with a
In it.
Cool.
10-foot dim light.
Nice. All right.
You know, it looks much different in the light.
Devin,
Yes.
take a point of inspiration
Thank you.
because I liked the thing you did earlier because it allowed me to do this. You are, I assume, about to drive away
Yes.
Giddy up.
when you feel water trickling down your face or something. Annabelle, you look at him and you see blood, and you see that his hat has teeth, and you see eyes open on his hat as it digs into his skull. You take 25 damage.
Holy shit.
That'll do it.
Hun, that hat's eating your head.
Roll. Ryan,
Yes.
you say, "Hun, the hat's eating your head," and then you feel something dig into your neck. And you see the musket barrel has teeth, and you take 16 damage. What did you roll on the chart?
I got a 5.
5. You know what? I'm actually just going to go with head wound. But
Not
there
Slytherin, eh?
there are 2 results for head wound. So why don't you just roll again a d20 high and low. Yeah, we'll just do high low.
Low.
Disadvantage on wisdom and intelligence checks. You're concussed. The other one was blind.
Well, it's a good one to choose.
And then the house goes. Let's see. Everyone's on the wagon now. So, Annabelle, what's your armor class?
16.
All right, give me a strength save.
Ooh. 9.
Okay. This tongue wraps around you. It whips out from the house and it wraps around you. I said you were 20 feet away. It pulls you off the wagon, and
Oh no.
is dragging you through the dirt. Your musket is wrapping itself around your neck. Top of the round, Devin.
We need to be leaving. You hear from the cab.
He's like looking around. He's like confused. Doesn't seem to notice the blood on his head. He looks at the house again. He sees that other eye. He has this smile on his face. He pulls up the pistol.
Johan, giddy up, giddy up.
He takes aim. He closes one eye.
Help! Help!
19 on the dice for a 25 against the house.
25 is a hit. What do you think the armor class of the house is?
12. That's my guess. Is 12.
23 points of damage.
23.
Aiming for that other upper window.
Okay.
Johan,
We're not running. We're fighting.
Johan, you dog.
You knock out another window. It closes. That's to Colton. Colton, you see Annabelle being dragged towards the open maw of the house.
How far away is she?
10 feet.
Colton will hop off the wagon, try to grab her.
Okay. You could also attack the tongue. Or you can grab her and do a contested strength to try to free her.
I think he's
Yeah.
going to try to
Okay.
contested strength to free her.
All right.
We just got to get the fuck out of here.
I think you get advantage.
I get advantage if I'm raging.
Oh, you're not?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
but I rolled a natural 18. So
Oh,
that's,
shit.
22.
Do you have to be raging now to do reckless attack?
I don't think so.
No, I
That's-
can do reckless.
Oh, okay. Without being.
I got a
Yeah.
21.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I still have the Bardic too, so that was my backup
yeah.
on that.
So you grab Annabelle and just pull, and this thing lets go amazingly. And then the house grumbles. It lets out this like deep kind of grumbling, roaring sound in anger. that
She's
you've
coming with me.
stolen its meal.
I'm sorry I shit in your mouth.
Annabelle, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna shake off the that wonderful musket the
Okay.
house gave me, and dive into the wagon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you can kind of disengage from the musket and get into the wagon.
I disengage from my weapon.
Locke, you're in the back of the wagon, right?
Yeah.
Inside the wagon.
Yeah.
You're inside the wagon looking out the window when all of a sudden you feel something scraping against your back. You take 20 damage as your loot attacks you.
Oh,
Great.
forgot about that motherfucker.
Doesn't garrote him with the string.
Yes, because that's awesome. Yeah, that's what it does.
I rolled a 9 on the.
Death
chart.
Oh, okay. So you get an arm up and under the string and manage to get it off of you, but it wraps around your left hand. You no longer have use of your left hand.
Great.
What happens to it? Does it come off?
It gets tighter and tighter, and
Yep.
the arm starts to turn purple, and then the wire just crosses in on itself and cleanly severs the hand. And you hear just a high pitched scream.
Oh no!
But it's in a high C.
That like hole in the middle of the loot. I don't know what that's called. No, loot. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's where the teeth are, and it starts eating the hand.
I mean, at least
Locke tries to, with their better hand, throw it out the.
Nice.
at least the sound they made when their hand came off was melodic.
Okay. I don't know what that would be, but some sort of check, I guess. It's just a loot. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess a strength, an opposed strength check, which doesn't, it sounds bad, but it's a loot. It doesn't have very high strength.
Yep. 7.
I got a 6.
Oh, jeez.
I rolled a 5. I gave it a +1. Yeah, you throw it out the window. It pring, pring, pring. Like, but then it doesn't try to come back. It just eats the hand.
Yep.
It's satisfied.
Johan, where's that giddy up?
Just a moment.
Did I? No, I didn't skip anyone, right? Annabelle went back. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
So, yeah, John, you.
My
threw
action was to throw, and
the
then
loot.
yeah.
So it is the house's turn. Colton, you're now the only. You're the one right in front of it now.
It's all right.
It grins at you. You're not reckless because you're not raging, right?
Correct.
Okay. So give me an attack of opportunity because I rolled a 1 on the first attack.
Nat 20.
Yes.
Whoa. Okay. Hold on. Let me resolve its damage first.
Riposte. Well done.
Parry, thrust, good.
20 piercing.
Okay.
You're up.
So I take all that. Yep. I got
Okay.
10 left.
And roll damage. And while you're rolling damage, because I know that's a complicated thing. That's like
Yeah.
8d6.
Yeah. And I get to reroll 4 of them.
So while you're doing that, we'll go back to the top of the round, which is Devin. Johan. I don't think it's dead. I'm not sure. But at this point, it's going to be extremely hurt. Yeah.
32.
Woo.
My head is starting to hurt.
And that's 30. That's 32 with the maul.
Yep.
Which has the mastery property of topple. But
Yeah,
I don't
think
know
it's
if I can make a
larger.
house topple.
It's large or smaller. Large or smaller.
Weirdly enough, it actually doesn't say. If you hit a creature with a weapon, you can force the creature to make a con saving throw. On a failed save, the creature has the prone condition. Doesn't actually say a size, but that's
Con saving throw?
It doesn't have to actually be prone. Maybe it
I
just
made it. Yeah,
re- retracts its
yeah,
tongue
sort
or
of
something.
it's a
stunned.
DC
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, I made it. So as it comes in to bite you, you like just start, waving that maul and breaking off these teeth, these pillars that have turned into these sharp teeth. You start breaking them off as it comes in, swinging wildly, and one of them does gash you pretty good, but you do more damage to it than it does to you.
Colton's just yelling, "We are not chickens!"
Johan.
Johan sits down and he reaches his left hand into his boot and he pulls out a knife and he goes and starts scratching his head and using the sharp end of the knife in between the teeth and like trying to pick
Trying
and
to
just
take the hat off.
yeah.
All right. I'll let you use sleight of hand.
Cool. 15 on the die plus 6, 21.
All right.
Nice.
You manage to pull it off and just throw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice hat.
Shame. Well, you can keep it if you want. You throw it in the back.
I throw it. There's like a big sort of like a chest.
Yeah.
And he just throws it in and slams the
Awesome.
thing shut.
Awesome.
All right, ready to go.
Annabelle,
I'm gonna.
you see the musket and the lute fighting over a hand?
Oh, my poor hand.
Oh, we ain't getting that back. I'm gonna smash the window again because that worked well last time.
Yep.
And I'm gonna try to shoot the house
With your
'cause-
normal musket.
with the normal musket.
Hit. What did you
I love it.
I may miss this.
I love it. Annabelle, every time she's in a fight, there's a window. Smash! Shoot!
Yeah. Even if you don't need to.
I rolled a 2, so 10.
A 10 is a hit.
10's a hit.
All right, so it's under
10 is
12. I
10
was
is what you
wrong.
need.
Annabelle window bane.
Annabelle can only miss on a 1.
14.
14 damage.
Yep.
All right.
Can't fight in the open. There's no windows.
All right. Yeah, you take a shot, break one of the windows
Yeah, I mean
on the house.
the back door of the back door of the wagon's still open, but I bash a window out and lean out of it.
The more you guys hit it, the more it's looking less like a house and more just like this amorphous blob of purple and pink flesh. So you're definitely having an effect because it's not maintaining that illusion, not illusion, but that transformation anymore. Transmutation being the school of magic that's on the
painting.
on the painting. And Locke, it's your turn.
It's like, Johan, it was time for giddy up minutes ago. You see tears streaming down Locke's face because they lost their playing hand or their picking hand. And Locke goes, "You bastard," and just throws a knife and it turns into a bright ball of light.
Okay.
And cast Starry Wisp.
Starry Wisp.
I have no spells left. I have literally nothing left.
Perfect.
I rolled an 11.
That's
3 damage radiant.
okay. Yeah, it sticks in. It lights up the house a little bit more. And I think that did I skip you, Matt? I'm sorry. I
think
skipped
so.
you. Yeah, you were 20. You're supposed to go first. Yep.
That's fine. Colton's easy. Colton is just going to move back to the wagon
Okay.
and like jump back up onto the top of it.
Okay. You get on the wagon. Everyone is on the wagon. The house moves forward and will take one, maybe last bite. I don't know. It depends on what you guys do. But at who? Well, who's inside the wagon and who's on top?
I think Locke and Annabelle are inside.
Locke and Annabelle are inside. Johan is on the driver's seat and Colton is on top. I assume,
on top.
where we found them at the beginning. All right. So it's going to be Johan. What's your armor class, Johan?
14.
All right.
Sorry, 15.
All right. That's a miss with its bite and a hit with its tongue. So give me a strength check.
Oh,
It's old.
I rolled bad.
I got a 18 on the die for a 17.
Nice. Nice.
I got a 6 on the die for an 11. Wow. Its tongue is wrapped around you, but you hold on tight to the chair, to the wagon. You're literally like your legs are lifted up in the ground as this thing is wrapped around your legs and it's trying to pull you off of the wagon. The horses are freaking out, of course, and it's actually your turn.
I will
Misty step.
still have that dagger in my hand. Do one last throw
Okay.
for old time's sake.
Okay.
Actually, could I use my fast hands but with my feet?
What are you trying to do?
I'm going to try to
This is such a Triss move. He does this.
I'm going to try to So maybe
Am I right?
Yeah,
You do this
I
at
was
one
getting
point?
pulled. I sort of have my leg. I kicked up my leg and like wrapped it around the reins so I don't get pulled off. And I just yank on the horses. And as they like pull away, I sort of try to break away from the tongue and throw a knife.
Ooh, so you're okay. So you're trying to get the horses to kind of help you pull away.
Yeah, with
and-
my
and
fast
throwing
hands
a knife.
ability. Yeah.
Okay, give me a. We're gonna do a bunch of rolls. So
Cool.
first, give me an athletics. A acrobatics check.
13 on the die for a 19.
19 will do it. You managed to do the fancy footwork.
Yep.
Now give me an attack roll.
12 on the die
12 on the die
for an 18.
for an 18. Okay, go ahead and roll damage. It's engaging everyone, so you can backstab it.
Come on, you little bastard. Little D4 getting stuck everywhere. I'm going to take that. That is 17 points of damage.
That's pretty good. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. You pull on those reins. The horses go. The wagon is going. The question is whether or not you're going with the wagon.
Yeah.
So give me a, you're going to give me a strength check, but with advantage.
Because of the horses.
Yep. Because of the horses.
Oh, boy. I got a 9.
Not going to do it. I rolled a 10 on the die.
No!
-1 I have.
That 8 strength. As the wagon quickly starts moving, you pull the reins and you try as hard as you can to hold on to those reins, but they just slip out of your hands. They slip loose as the wagon rides away into the darkness, and the rest of you just see the mouth of the house open and this tongue pull Johann in and then close around him. And you ride off into the darkness.
I guess Ride Company has new owners.
Colton, you take the reins because you were on top.
Yep.
Start steering the horse. Locke and Annabelle, the two of you are inside, kind of all sullen, all kind of quiet, just thinking about everything that just happened. Your wounds seem like they're going back to being normal. Whatever was happening stopped happening when you got out of the house, which would have made more sense if Johann had shared the book he read.
I didn't want to
world
freak
will
anyone
never
out.
I didn't want to freak anyone out. We'll say the book fell out of his pack.
Yep.
And Locke, you are reading it. The book is called The Ecology of the Formless Horror. And there was a page that was dog-eared. Reproduction. The mimic has an unusual and unique method of procreation. After ingesting a victim, the mimic transforms the creature's flesh into that of a mimic. After the gestation is complete, the mimic regurgitates the offspring, which is born completely mature, which is exactly what is happening to Locke right now.
Johann.
Johann right now inside the belly of the house.
Yum.
Johann turns into a hat.
Yeah, what does he turn into?
Probably a hat. What is? Yeah,
The
you
most
tell me.
foppish hat.
You have agency.
Sort of a flash forward. And we see a man. He has a robe, and he also has a floppy hat, ironically. And he's traveling the road, and he sees it's just a small shack just on the side of the road. And the man looks at it, and he sort of strokes his beard, looks at the sun. He decides he has time, and so the horse trots towards the house. But he looks, and the door is open. The man walks into the door, and he's looking at something. We just see him with the sort of the light behind him. And he closes the door behind him and walks into the room. But what he doesn't see is that when that door closes, the doorknob disappears. And he picks up something on the table and holds it. He says a magical word, and a spark just like leaps from his finger and lights a torch. And he looks on the table, and there's a hat. And then it's just like in a flash of darkness, the torch goes out. We hear the man go, and that's it.
And that's
Nice.
That's where we'll call it.
Amazing.
Nice.
That's so good.
Well done.
That's the fucking wizard, by the way, that ran my business out of town.
That's nasty.